Hi, so it's Susie here from Women's Fight News, and I'm here with Terri Harper. And as you can see from socials, we've done Harper Hill, so I thought I'd finally come back after 2 years. So how did you find the hill this morning?
Yeah, good. It's always tough Saturday morning, but I'm at that point now in camp where we're stepping up the reps, and I feel like we're ready to step up to 10.
Yeah, and it was a good turnout.
Yeah, there were rumours that Ebony were on, so all boys were over. So have a little glimpse of her this morning.
I've got Ebony here. So yeah, it was only 3 weeks out. So finally we're getting this Cecilia Braekhus fight, because obviously it was scheduled before in Dublin.
Yeah.
So how excited are you that you get this chance again to fight her?
Yeah, very excited. Obviously, when the fight first got announced, it went down well with the fans and just like the general public, and just I'm like, once when Cecilia did pull out, I said to her, like, obviously got the fight the week after out of the way, and I said to Andrew, we'd like to really get that fight back on, really, because I spent all those weeks preparing for Cecilia, and I've got a lot of respect for her, and I think she's a great athlete, great fighter, and it's an honour to share the ring with her, really. So thanks to Eddie and Matchroom, obviously getting the fight back on and closer to home this time, only at Sheffield Arena. So it's going to be great to be back at Sheffield. Obviously last time we were out there didn't go to plan, but back to winning ways, and back to winning ways at Sheffield.
Yeah. And when did you find out that she was pulling out the fight? Because how much did that affect you? Because obviously it was very last minute.
Yeah, so we went to the 5k the Saturday morning, just to stretch my legs. I wasn't running, but I just going to catch up with everyone who came over to Dublin. And then I think they were halfway around the 5k, and Andrew came over and said that Cecilia pulled out, and at first I thought it was just a shit prank. But like Eddie confirmed, and obviously I was gutted because I had all those people come out to support, but they weren't bothered. They had a great weekend in Dublin, and drinking Guinness all weekend. But for me, like, I was gutted because obviously I was prepared, and that's closest you can be to a fight, with all the fight nerves and the build up of the whole week. So I was gutted. I had to fly straight back home on the Sunday, get straight back in the gym, have another spar, because obviously I'd tapered off for the week, and when we fighting the week after, I had to get back in the gym and just get back to it. And then come Monday, I just saw it as a fresh fight week, and we started again, really.
And do you think, because obviously that was totally out of your control, and you sort of peaked for the Dublin fight, do you think that affected your fight then? Obviously it was great that it got rescheduled, but do you think it affected you fight night for your next fight?
I think come fight night I was just ready to just get in, and I kind of just saw it as I need to just go and get the job done. Obviously, even though it were just the week after, it's two fight weeks back to back, it's a big build up, and I just remember after the fight just feeling exhausted, just with obviously over in Ireland it was a big occasion, and just a lot of media stuff, and you feel like you're getting pulled here, there and everywhere, and made sure in Manchester we took it a bit more steady, did a couple less interviews and stuff, and then just fully switched off after the fight, and had some nice time off, and it's been a quick turnaround, really. We went away and had a nice holiday, and then just back in the gym, and the fight got rescheduled for Sheffield.
Yeah. So yes, it's been great timing for you, isn't it? Like you say, you've had that break, now you can get back to it and get back in there with Cecilia, and hopefully she won't get the flu or something.
No, I don't think she will.
So how do you feel like the fight's going to go with Cecilia? Because she's obviously a huge name. Do you feel like it's going to go similar to how you felt she was going to fight in Dublin? Do you predict anything different?
I feel like this camp we've done a lot more studying, and I feel like we've sat down as a team and watched a lot more of the fights and what we can expect, and we've come up with game plans. So I feel more prepared this time, strangely enough, even though we did endless weeks of training before. But I'm excited. I'm expecting a I'm expecting a tough fight. Obviously she's been around the game for many years, and obviously such a former great champ, and only 2 defeats. So yeah, I'm expecting for the best version of Cecilia on the night, but I'm just going to use my youth as an advantage and really just focus on myself and what I can do instead of getting bogged down about what Cecilia can do.
Yeah. So it's a phone or something going off, that's why we're laughing. So you're saying, because obviously it's a local fight, which is great. So I imagine you sold a lot of tickets, got a lot of fighters, a lot of fans coming to see you.
Yeah, it's great support as always. Yeah, I think probably around 900 personally sold out my hand. So it's going to be a great night, great turnout, and I feel I like Sheffield Arena. It's always a great boxing venue, and there's been some great nights of boxing there, and to be part of such a great card and chief support, I think it only just hit me the other week that I was like, shit, I'm chief support for such a big fight, and it's exciting, and I'm just buzzing to go.
That's it. And then, because obviously you've sold a lot of tickets, you're a big ticket seller, especially around this area.
Yeah.
You should be getting Gertie to give you some sort of extra special bonus. I mean, he's been throwing the Rolexes around at times, so what about Rolex?
He looks after me. To be fair, I'm well looked after with Eddie, to be fair. I've got it gives me a bonus for how many tickets sold and stuff like that, so I'm very well looked after, and
touching on, obviously there's been a bit of controversy around drugs in boxing. Because obviously Alicia's got some samples that have come up with some banned substances. Obviously, having had a big fight with her, what's your take on it all?
I've got no comment on that. I haven't got a clue what's happened. Obviously, we try and keep the sport clean, and she's got a legal team who's dealing with it, and I hope there's a legitimate reason why these findings have been found in the samples, and because I think she's a great fighter and I got a lot of respect for her, and I think she's gone on to do great things, and that's nothing to do with me, and just leave that to everyone else.
And obviously at your weight it seems to be getting exciting. Everybody seems to be sort of fighting around your weight and coming up, and you've got Maya coming up to fight, she's calling out Jonas, and there's a lot of exciting fights ahead of you, really.
Yeah, it's the thing for us women, we're able to float up and down a lot more easily, I think. Obviously I'm up at 154 at the minute, but after this fight I want to see what the options are, and then if there's no real big fight up at this division, I'd like to go back down and mix in with the champions down in the lower weights.
And we've also got Femke Hermans, who's fighting Mary Spencer, world title. Obviously, would you be keeping an eye on that fight? I mean, Mary obviously lost the first fight against Femke.
Obviously they're in my weight division, and potential fights that can be made, and respect to Mary getting straight back on and getting the rematch in place, and like I said, I'm just focusing on my fight and my job that I need to do against Cecilia, and I'll just see what happens after that, and I'll leave that to my team and promote her.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, I can't wait to see you fight night against Cecilia. So it should be a buzzing night. Like I said, Sheffield, you always take the roof off in there, so can't wait.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit like. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future content, and why not check out any other videos on the channel. You can follow Women's Fight News on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.